Thank you for being here. And I'll speak to everybody in a second. Two. And I think content. I'm just trying to pull up the live. Got it. So I can see you guys better.
Clean brands that don't clean out your wallet. Can your grocery store do that? Thrive Market.
Hey, G Mama Grows, All's Nat Homesteader, Shawana Ruth, Yankee Sister, Barb Brownlee, The Solo. And let's take the echo out of here. Hi, Angel. Vanessa Buckner, At Home with Cherie. It looks real blurry on my screen. Is it okay on your screen? They call me Sunshine is in the house. Growing with Hudson. Cotham Creations. Everybody speaking to each other. Auntie's Backyard. Little Blessings Urban Farm with, and that's Debbie Epps, Andrea Lucas, Jean Dudley, Melissa SoCal, Quimmy's Playroom, and I think I've welcomed everybody, and it's 7:02, so I'm doing okay. Miss Kia Parks, but it looks real blurry. Is it blurry? Okay, they said you are good here. Okay, great. Lynette Tucker in the house, sifting some soil. I know one thing, I always talk a little too loud because I can't tell if I'm talking too loud or not. But yeah, everything's cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my email address up. I want to thank all my moderators for telling people to hit that like button. You guys know I appreciate you very much. So there goes my email address. If you want to purchase some saplings or seeds, I'm putting up my Cash App information. After hearing about these groups that I'm going to talk about again tonight, if you want to join, I'm putting up that link. And I think that's it. Hi, May's Backyard Garden. I don't remember you being here before, so if it's your first time, welcome to my Monday night live chat. I've been having it every week, unless a holiday happens or I think once I was on vacation. I may have spoke to Sifting Some Soil already, but I'm going to speak to you again, and Karen Witherspoon. Tasha O, She Grows. I'm just going back. Melissa SoCal. I'm just looking at all of the names again. Hey, Joyce Moore has been a member for 4 months, and she's speaking to everyone and wishing us a happy new year. We thank you very much, Joyce, for being here. Okay. Food by Faith is in the house. We thank you for being here. I think I said Ladybug Palmer. Roro Latrice. Roro Latrice. Latrice is my only daughter's middle name. Latrice. You spell it the way I spelled her name, except I didn't capitalize the T. Alisa Latrice is my daughter's name. Okay. I might adjust that just a little bit. That's my paper towel in the way. Okay. So if you look right here, I put my picture that I was talking about last night. The one that Best Yet Journey drew for me. I got growing on the brain. I think I sprinkled 16 is 32, 32 and 32 is 64. 64 seeds today times 2. 64 and 64 is 128 seeds I started today. Yeah. And Miss Debbie Epps is wishing everybody a happy and healthy new year. And she's been in our Make Your Own Product group for 5 months. Thank you. So you know, once a month, you get to put a special little shout out, whatever's on your heart to say. You can even talk about your YouTube channel once a month. That is a blessing that Debbie Epps and At Home with Cherie. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of our Make Your Own Club. Now, I'm going to start off by reminding everybody about the Perk Clubs. The first level, it costs $2.99 a month, and every week in my Monday Night Live chat, you have the opportunity to link your YouTube channel. And once a month, like what you see in green on your screen or your phones, tablets, whatever, you get to do a shout out once a month. And you also get some seeds. The month of November, I sent out to anybody that wanted them okra seeds. The month of December, I was going to do stevia seeds, but I had no idea I would only get 15 seeds in the 2 packages. So that was 30 seeds that I purchased. And I used a lot of stevia. I have a video on how I grow it, how I extract it, and I use it in my blood sugar control tea. So I need at least 1 package, but I'm sending seeds out Wednesday. That's going to be the seed day that I take to the post office. 4 people that I chose before I realized that it was only 15 seeds in the package. And then you guys know I started doing the contest, giving $5 to people who won the Cash App prize. And a lot of you emailed me your screenshot where you purchased the stevia. But everybody else, you can get it from Baker Creek if you want to follow along with us. We're going to start tomorrow morning with sprinkling our seeds for stevia and anything else you want to do. But I'm asking those of you that want to join in with me growing the stevia, and some people call it the sweet leaf plant. I'm going to sprinkle those seeds and make a 15-second video tomorrow. Now, some of you are already ahead of me. I know for a fact at home with Cherie is growing some, and she got her seeds from Baker Creek. And I know that G Mama grows either started some seeds or had some seeds. And that's okay. So go ahead on and start your seeds. Remember, Wednesday is the day that I will mail out seeds. And the seeds that I'm going to mail out that I saved from my own food forest for the month of January is assorted petite marigolds. So I'm not just going to send random seeds to everybody because some of you don't need them. If you would like to get some seeds and you are in the $2.99 or $4.99 or $9.99 a month perk club, drop me an email and in the subject line just say, send me some seeds and then your mailing address. I don't care if you sent it to me before, it'll be easy for me to copy and paste it again, and that will help me, okay? And Wednesday morning, I will take those envelopes to the post office. Mail out day for seeds and tree saplings is Wednesday. So I started to do the comfrey for my golden girls today, and then I looked at my schedule and I realized I misspoke last night. Those comfrey cuttings will go out Wednesday. Okay? And all seeds will go out Wednesday as well, with the exception of the one young lady, you know who you are, that I'm sending hibiscus seeds to. I'll get them processed that order tonight because I couldn't do it today. And I will take that when I take my orders to the post office tomorrow. Okay. So are there any questions on the Grow Your Own Club? $2.99 a month. You do a shout out every month, a shout out every week, and I'll tell you when to post your channel. And now let's move on to the next level of the Perks Club, and it is called Eat Your Own, and you get all the benefits for the Grow Your Own Club. In addition to that, you get a chance to attend one food preservation class, and that schedule will be put up on Tuesday afternoon for the next quarter, which is tomorrow. And if you want to join the Make Your Own Club, if you just want to make your own products, there are a lot of things that I haven't shown you guys yet because you guys know before I had a serious surgery, my company name was Cheryl's Product, and I relaunched it this year. August will be 2 years. And when I got sick after that surgery and recovery, I had to close up shop for a while. I had 150 products. And so that include body scrubs, facial wash, astringent toners, brown sugar scrub, a lot of products that I haven't been talking about. So I am going to incorporate those products, not my exact formula, but the basic formula, formulate those in the Make Your Own Club. So those of you that like Cherie and Debbie and whoever else has been in here for a while, you haven't seen all of the products that I can share with you how to formulate. So there's going to be some more exciting things coming up in the months to come. So if you want to join the perks groups, $9.99 a month, cancel whenever you're taking all the classes that you want to take. $4.99 a month, learn all of the preservation methods that I offer via Zoom for 2 hours. Most of the classes are. Cancel whenever you're ready. You cannot PayPal me or Cash App me. Every week somebody tries it, but that is against the rules of YouTube. You must go through YouTube and join the memberships. Okay? Okay? All right. So, thank you, Auntia. If you want some marigold seeds, and let me tell you, I'm going to talk a little bit about the marigold seeds. Some of you already, I see it flashing up on my phones. Let me put do not disturb on this one. Um, if you want the Marigold Seeds, don't forget to email me. I want to talk a little bit about the Marigold Seeds, but I need to turn the setting off of this on this phone first. Do not disturb. Focus. Great. You guys know that I have had an issue with non-beneficial nematodes. Oh, thank you, Girl with Hudson. Let me ring my bell for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I've tried a lot of things to get rid of those non-beneficial nematodes. Let me share this with you. They cause knotted roots. And so whenever you see, and I tell you, the plant in my food forest that they attack the most is okra. And I tried a lot of organic measures to get rid of it. And I found the best thing that works is marigolds. Marigolds will kill non-beneficial nematodes. Thank you for the super chat, Garden State Gardener. Thank you so much. And if any of you all want to know what I do with those super chats, the percentage that I get out, that helps me with my postage when I'm giving stuff away. Juicing with Jay comes to mind. He has a fairly new channel, and he's really helping people by sending out cuttings, and it can be very expensive, guys. And I was so glad he made that initiative, each one teach one, and he, pass it on, and people were sending donations to him to help out with that postage, because the postage has gone up, and it's very expensive to ship. So I want you to know that I appreciate you all helping me with the cash donations. It means a lot, you know. It just helps a lot because I just want to help people. I want everybody to learn what I know. I'm not one of those people that give you a recipe and leave out some of the ingredients. I shared with you last night. God has spared my life for a reason, and I have a mission and a purpose for being here, and it's to help everybody learn as much as they can. I watched my playback this morning, and I wasn't really watching it. I was listening to it when I was sprinkling my seeds. And I remember I left out a part, and I jump around, and if you don't understand how the senior citizen brain works, just wait till you get here and you're going to know what Lady Cheryl was talking about. Because you can have like little brain freezes. And I remember telling you all about breast cancer, and I had the surgery, and I opted for the treatment with the chemo and the radiation. But what I left out was the reason why I qualified for that was because I had 16 lymph nodes taken out up under my arm, and it showed the cancer had not spread. And I want you all to know that that was a very good part of my testimony that I left out, because I don't want to give any woman the illusion that all you can do is have the lumpectomy and radiation and chemotherapy, but you have to meet certain criteria first. And 1 in every 4 women now develop some form of breast cancer. So it's very important to me to make sure that I spread the message, because I feel that I have been chosen by God to tell my testimony. I'm going to put it this way. We know that the New Testament in the Bible is loaded with analogies of God's goodness and mercy and the miracles that he performed. But there are a lot of people, you got to meet them where they are. They're not Bible scholars. They didn't grow up in the church. They don't know nothing about reading scriptures. So they can't relate to Jesus turning water to wine. They can't relate to Jesus giving eyesight to the blind or hearing to the deaf. But they can relate to somebody, just an ordinary person like me, they can relate to the fact that I can tell you I had a physical and nothing showed up physical, but 7 months later I found the lump, and they said if it had went undetected a little while longer, I could have died because it could have spread. They can relate to my testimony. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys? So, because of that, I try to pass on everything that I have. I don't leave ingredients out. So, I'm sharing with you in a 15-second clip how you can root your elderberries. Because I want everybody that bought an elderberry from me, a cutting, 3 to 4 years from now, I want you all to be giving those elderberry cuttings out. See, I'll be in my 70s then. And you are going to be emailing me and showing me and sharing with you. I got emails last night. I got 2 emails. It just made me smile of their country showing me what it looks like now. Because I told you, even though it may come, I had one over here. It may come a little limp and a little banged up in the mail. But country is one of those, and that's what when I listened to myself this morning, I realized I said because it has invasive roots. And what I meant to say was it has vigorous roots. So even if you cut the top leaves off, those roots are still growing underneath and it's still going to produce. That's why you can chop and drop comfrey. That's why you can mow comfrey down and make fertilizer and it still comes back. So, just like the elderberries, and now I'm doing the fig tree cuttings, I want you all to grow them and then you all pass it on. And you all have your own side business. I started off giving my stuff away, but then I started charging a little bit because it's a lot of work and it's a lot of postage. But I want everybody that's helping me, I want you to, in return, help other people. See, that's where your blessings come from. It's what you put out there. And if you're not religious, you believe in karma, I'm sure most of you. You put out good deeds come back. Okay? Oh, thank you, Sifting with Soil. I appreciate your cash app. Thank you. I mean, your cash, you know what I'm trying to say. There goes that brain again, that little brain freeze. Your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yes. So let me tell you about my children. You remember how I was telling you all about how my son said, the unofficial COO said, Mama really don't want to hear about gardening. Well, my children used to say the same thing about when I would tell people about breast cancer. I think they were embarrassed. I don't know if they were embarrassed, if they're naive, if they were immature. Because like I told you all, my daughter was 15, and she's in her early 40s now. Huh. It's amazing. I can't even believe they're that old. They're all 3 years apart. Our children. I say our because of my late husband. But if I was to go somewhere and somebody had a concern about cancer or whatever, I said, oh, girl, just take it to the Lord in prayer. I survived 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. Now it's coming up on 30 years. And my children don't dare tell me, Mama, we don't want to hear about that. Because now that they're older, they understand that my life was spared for a reason. And I'm supposed to do something with my life. So I'm supposed to tell people that God is still in the blessing business. And I'm supposed to tell people that even though you're getting older and you may be slowing down some, you can still garden. You can still make YouTube channels. I got an email. My mind escapes me. I don't know who it was from. I read it real quick when I was setting up my camera for the live tonight, saying that they made a video, their first video, to document what they're doing. And it just made me feel so good. My heart just swelled with pride to know that I've reached somebody and that they're going to make that video, even though how they may not think the video is all that. But they're going to reach somebody, and they're going to teach somebody, and they're going to help somebody. And if I can be a little part of that, I'm blessed. So I'm going to check out the lady. I don't even remember whose name it was. I just read the email real quick. I don't even think I read the signature line. But I'll check it out later on. But it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. Okay. So I talked about the groups. I showed you how to join. I put the link up. You can go back up to the top. And Yankee Sister said, my country is popping. I'm going to go back and look at some of the comments. Hey, Miss Ellen, thank you for being here. I'm going to go back and look at some of the comments. My Granny's Garden. Yes, every time I see that, I got to remind myself that's Viola Graham. That's one of our Golden Girls. And I see Food by Faith is speaking to everybody. And My Granny's Garden. Okay, very good. And Debbie is dancing. And I know that that means that she is praising the Lord. She said, and Hudson, Growing with Hudson said, if we could get away from the politics of YouTube, we would be much better. Yes, yes, yes. And that's why I stand alone. I'm not going to talk about that too much this year. Let me just say this. I don't get into cliques and clucks and all this kind of stuff. I stand alone. And I try to treat everybody right. And if somebody I feel has mistreated me, I don't go out and broadcast it. Because there's a man that sits high and looks low, and he knows everything that's going on. And he said, to take it to him in prayer, and he'll fight our battles if we just be still. So I just, peace be still. Blessed are the peacemakers. I don't stir up stuff. I will admit, I'm human, and the flesh get weak, and I will listen to a titillating tale or two, but I don't elaborate on it, and I don't get all up into politics. I just do me, and I don't compete with anyone. The only person I compete with is me. I just want to be a better gardener. I just want to be a better servant of God. I just want 22 to be better than 21. I want to help more people in 22 than I helped in 21. And I know I've helped a lot, and that's not boasting. Because my mama said it ain't bragging or boasting if it's true. Okay? Because I do a lot of stuff y'all don't know nothing about. Because I don't do that for recognition. And that's why I decided that I wasn't going to name all the long list of everything that everybody gave me to make myself hype me up. See, they love me, they love me, they love me. No. Because even though the individuals blessed me, I believe that God put it on their heart to bless me. So my blessings came from the Lord. The other people were used as vehicles to get it to me, but all of my help came from the Lord. Now I'm going to name a young lady because I named her once before. I hope I don't make her nervous. But I have been praying and asking God to show me how to make this easier because my old cosmetology needs. I don't know if you all know this, but a lot of cosmetologists, we have those chairs that go up and down and swivel, like this office chair that I'm in right now. Well, all those years that I stood up, 40 years, I turned my chair with my knee. So that socket, I rubbed and rubbed. And we'll probably have to have we'll have to have a knee replacement. But I did have a bone density test, and they said it's okay for a few more years. I don't have to have it now. Why did I go into that? I started elevating everything off the ground as much as I could. There are beds in the greenhouse that are low to the ground. I've got one left outside, but I start putting everything up on platforms. And then Debbie Epps sent me a elevated raised bed by Keter. one of the big ones, the Urban, the X, the large one. And baby, I'm telling you, when I walk around and I weed out of that bed, and everything is at waist level, and I don't have to bend down with my worn out knees, it's a real good feeling. So I bought two more. And I already had the horses with the platforms with the grow boxes. So as you get older, people, start moving everything up a little bit higher so you don't have to bend down so much and wear out your back and your knees and get down on the knees, planting and all that. It's so easy. But because the tomatoes get real tall, I still have to keep a couple of beds low to the ground or I wouldn't be able to reach up and to harvest. So I know I have to have some beds low to the ground. But as you get older, that's my advice for today, and I'm going to start incorporating it every week. I'm going to give you one main advice, and then I'm going to get back to the nematodes. Start moving your stuff up higher. When you hit 50, if you haven't already, you'll see that some of the things that you used to do, you're not going to be able to continue to do it without straining yourself. So start now. If you know of an older person in your family that has limited mobility, but they still have a love of gardening, help them with some hanging baskets. That's why I put the beans in the basket and the lettuce. Because it doesn't hurt me to reach up. It's just all that bending down. And I want to be just like my aunt, who was in her 80s. She was in my Facebook group. A couple of you all are in here that were in my Facebook group. I don't have it anymore. She was still gardening. That's how I know that if it's 5 below zero and you've got collard greens growing outside, they'll be okay. And carrots, because they come back, they'll stay, just like in storage, because of my aunt sharing all of that with me. Now you can read it and you can see a video, but when you have a personal connection with somebody who has done it, it makes a big difference. You can say it with conviction. Okay? Now, let's get back to the marigolds, and then I'll get your questions. I've got a couple other things I want to share with you. The non-beneficial nematodes that get into your soil, and I believe they come in through transplants. Somebody's nursery, big box stores you bought some starts from, a plant on eBay. I know that's where I got whiteflies from. I believe that's how they come in. I don't think they come in commercial soils. I could be wrong. But I know I started seeing my okra was getting misshapen and stunted, and I had seen a video about bad nematodes causing a fungus that eats at the roots of your plants, and it makes these little knots like strings of pearls, a little knot, a little string, a little knot and string. I have videos on it if you want to check out my playlist. So I investigated, and I did the crushed crab legs. It was about $75 on Amazon. I bought the milky spores that's supposed to get in there and eat up the nematodes. The next year, I still had nematodes. And the first thing that I read that said that it would kill them were the marigold flowers. I noticed when I started planting a lot of marigolds in the garden beds that had the okra in it. And it will attack other plants as well, but it was more prevalent around the okra. They started going away. So I noticed when I was digging up the soil, when I moved from the galvanized wood bed to the galvanized bed, I saw a few little skinny little knotted roots, but not a lot. And that's because I have been growing between 200 and 150 marigold seedlings every year. This year, I think I'm only going to do 100. I think I told you I did 64 today, and I'm going to, let's see, 32 and 32 is 64. And I'm going to do probably 128 this year. And I plant them all inside of my beds and gardening boxes, and I have less nematodes. So when I recommend that you grow something, I say this all the time, it's because I know that it works. But let me tell you this. I've learned with those marigolds, they are pungent in smell and they repel insects. But one insect it won't repel is whiteflies. How do you know, Lady Cheryl? Because when I would shake the marigold plants, the whiteflies would come all out. So now is the good time if you're in zone 8 and higher, and you have some days where it's 40, 50, 60 degrees, and you see any insects flying around, now is the time to spray, particularly with oils. Now, I have 4 I'm going to share with you today. You can see it on my monitor here. The first one I'm going to share with you is neem oil. Now, neem oil, you'll see is just like about a tablespoon, a little ring. I'm going to go up close. Can you see that little ring? When temperatures are below 80 degrees, 75, 80 degrees, it will solidify the same way coconut oil does. So you always, always, always have to shake it up. Now you see the color change to yellow? And you don't see the ring, but you see a little bubbles. I put just a little Dawn dish soap. Now, after I use all of the Dawn dish soap that I have, I'm going to go back to using the Bonner Brothers vegetable Castile soap to make it more organic. Because Dawn really isn't organic. But a few drops, I don't think that'll hurt. But when it gets to be 85 degrees outside, please know that all the oils that I'm getting ready to share with you tonight will burn your plants. Because the soap, the fatty oils in the soap will lock with the molecules of the neem oil and the water, and it'll make it adhere good to your leaves. And the sun will bake it in. So if you keep spraying and spraying and spraying, you don't get any rain to make it kind of water soluble, it'll build up like shellac on wood. And when the sun hits it, it'll fry it. So this is the perfect time to use your oils to destroy or kill some of the non-beneficial plants. Insects. And I never do it when there are bees around. Because some studies, contrary to popular belief, my research has taught me some studies indicate that neem oil can harm bees. Okay? All right. So neem oil in water with just a few drops of dish soap is really good to kill whiteflies, gnats, fungus, that type of thing. The next thing I want to share with you, and you can find this recipe in my insect control playlist. This is garlic, onion, water, and red pepper flakes. But you have to strain this. I let it ferment for a couple weeks or longer. The longer the better, but it stinks. Okay? It smells just like the garlic, which overturn everything. And you have to be very careful about your sprayers. So you have to strain it to make sure that you get all the red pepper flakes and stuff out of there, so it won't clog up your sprayer. And then you add just a little dish soap. Again, why? Because it'll stick to the leaves a little bit better and won't wash off so quick. This is in my playlist. Now is the time to use all of this. Now this one is the Medina Oil. If you go look at my Amazon wish list, it's in there. Medina Orange Oil. It is my favorite. I add just a few drops of dish soap to it. Some of the orange oil, will go close so you can see it, will come to the top. So you have to shake it up when you use it, but not as much as the neem oil. This will kill ants when the neem oil won't. I just clean my microwave with it. So that's why I like the Medina oil. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I tried making my own orange oil. It takes too many lemon peels and you put them in vinegar, and it's just not as strong as a couple of tablespoons of the Medina oil. It's worth it. It costs like $32 or $29 for 32 ounces. It takes me a couple of years to use up one bottle. All you need is a tablespoon or two. This is a 24-ounce bottle. These came from Amazon. I have some smaller bottles that I use, but I know I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be really spraying a lot. And last but not least, this is not an oil. This is called Serenade. I talk about it all the time. I heard that it was discontinued, so just look up Serenade, just like you sing to somebody spelled just like that, and see if you can find it. Somebody told me they found it in a hydroponic store. This is the product that I use for antifungal. Out of all of the powdery mildew and the milky white mildew that I've had, this one is the only one, this product is the only one that kills everything without damaging the leaves. Okay? And you can add a drop of soap in if you want to, if it's cooler weather, to make it hold on or adhere and stick to the leaves. But Serenade works. I hope they bring it back. I'm just going to look at my app real quick, and I'm just going to see, did they bring it back to Amazon? Because at one time you couldn't get it. And let's see if it's back. Serenade. Nope. It's gone. But I bought it for years. And when somebody in my Facebook group told me it was discontinued, I bought two 32-ounce concentrate. So that'll last me about a good 5 years. So I shared with you last night that I buy worm castings, I buy garden lime, and occasionally black cow compost manure if I'm out of compost. But I save my money by fermenting the comfrey and chopping and dropping the comfrey so that I can buy stuff like this. Neem oil, 100% pure cold press. Medina Orange Oil, Serenade for fungus, and what's the other one? Neem oil, orange oil. Oh, and then I make my own garlic, onion, and red pepper flakes. Because squirrels and things like that don't like the smell of it. A lot of insects will just fly on by when you keep spraying that. Okay? All right. So from now until it gets about 85 degrees outside is the time to get rid of your insects. Are there any questions on what I just presented to you? And my drink of the day is a Waterloo watermelon bubbly sparkling water, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial ingredients. You know, I got kidney disease. If you have kidney disease, you can't eat anything artificial because your kidneys can't digest it. Okay? Thank you, Bess Yad. She put the videos up there about the insect control. Okay, now, until I want my Amazon wish list. Let me see what I can do. Actually, Tia, I think I could post it, but I think while I'm loading that up, you all know that I messed up. I messed up and put my website in the affiliate program for Amazon And after 3 days, even though some people bought some stuff from affiliate links, they kicked me off because I wasn't putting it on my website. And I haven't had opportunity or haven't made opportunity to go in and edit that and restart over with a different email address. But I'm at the point now where I really don't want to even bother with it. I think I will just give you all links to whatever, because you don't make hardly any money off of it. I don't even know if it's worth me doing it, to be honest. But let me see if I got my wish list on here. I'm looking at some of the content of my videos. Let me go back. That was a short video. Let me put up a long video and see if in the description box did I put my Amazon wish list. No. Let's see. I guess I can go to Amazon. Amazon. I'll find it. Because I know it's a place on there where you can click on the link. Come on. My internet is going real slow, guys. I'm sorry. Stay with me, please. It's not even loading up. Okay, let's go to bookmarks. I'm trying to find Amazon because see, I got Amazon on my app, and I know if I go there, I won't be able to link it. I don't know what's happening. Let's try something else. Let's go in an old video. Here it is. Lady Cheryl's wish list. Copy. Monday Night Live. Paste. There we go. I think Best Yet got it too. Let me click on Best Yets and see what happens. I think she got a better link than I do. But my internet is going crazy. It's going real slow. But my Wi-Fi on my phone isn't. That's crazy. But you know what, guys? I'm not going to waste any more of your time with it. If that link is not working, okay, because all that homesteader said that link is not working. At the end of the live tonight, you guys know how I put a comment in, and then I'll pin it to the top, okay? That's what I did, Lady Cheryl. It didn't work. Oh, okay. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. Okay, now Allsnet Homesteader said that one worked, so that must be the Best Yets. But it's not working. I'm delayed on my my internet, on my Wi-Fi. Oh, here it is. It's there. Go to Lady Cheryl's Organic Food, Forest, and Products. The one Best Yet put on is right. You click on that. It's just going so slow. But I do know that I have the orange oil by Medina. I think I told y'all it was $32. It's $33.49. I have the liquid Castile soap, peppermint soap that I'm going to be using because I use that on my face. I have a couple of things. I have the neem oil on there and the shade cloths. Now, overlook the other stuff. I just put that on there. The cordless vacuum cleaner and the cordless pruner and a keter thing. And I'll overlook that stuff on there, guys. I'm just going to start adding on my wish list some of the things that I like. And then if I have time, I will reapply for the affiliate program. I don't think they're going to accept it because when I log on any any of the sources, tablets, readers, phones, it always pull up my name. So that might just be permanently linked. But anyway, you all have it now. Best yet, thank you for putting that link up. I'm going to copy it later. Okay, let's go back to the live so I can see the chat. Tia posted it again too. And I'm going to take the link out that I did. I'm going to remove it. It won't let me. Oh, yeah, now it's letting me. Hope I'm doing the right one. It said remove, but it ain't removing nothing. I don't know, guys. Anyway, I will put it in a comment below. Okay, yes, it removed mine. It's my internet working real slow, guys. I am so sorry. Now, okay. A. Fisher is telling somebody good night, and Lorraine is in the house, and I'm going to speak to both of those young ladies. I missed you guys. Lita Balladaris is in the house, and also Lydia from Best Yet. She said, we got you, boo. Oh, I love that. We got you, boo. I love it. Now, I talked about this, but I didn't show it to you all. I want to share with you what I gave my children for Christmas. And this was the bourbon and vanilla beans that I started on 12/30/2020. 2020. Yeah. Before the end of the year. The next 2 days, it was 2021. So this was their Christmas gifts. So they got Supreme, I named it Supreme Vanilla Extract. That's the one with the bourbon. And then I gave them the vanilla extract that was made with the vodka. And I want to share this with you. This is a 2-ounce bottle, and this is a 4-ounce bottle. And this came from the Pamper Chef. It was $58. And you guys know that mine is aged much longer than a manufacturer that makes the stuff. So this vanilla is really good. So this I'm just showing you this in case you decide you want to do this. You can do it with vegetable glycerin, but it's not as strong. And the alcohol will burn off when you add it to a cake or cookie or whatever pudding that you're going to make. If you want to start off this year, aging your vanilla beans in bourbon or vodka for a year, it's considered a really, really expensive extract. Okay? Just giving you an idea that you can start this year for Christmas. Okay? So some of the things that I wanted to share with you. Bourbon costs more, and it has a better, smoother taste when I put a drop in my coffee. You don't taste the bourbon. You just taste the beautiful, rich flavor of the vanilla. And you can get Madagascar vanilla. There's a lot of different types. There is a Facebook group that has a group that sells different types of vanilla. I order some through them, and I order some through Amazon. Okay? All right. The next thing on my agenda I want to share with you is the special until midnight tonight on my website. You can get, and if you've been to my website already, I actually put it up yesterday, waiting for the internet to load up. Until midnight tonight, you can get the Total Body Oil and the Hair Milk Moisturizer. Now, people, this is not like Slow Glow. This actually penetrates and goes into the hair and the skin. It's not greasy. This does not drip off of you like Jerry curl juice. This penetrates the cuticle and it repairs the hair from the inside out. Okay? So they normally will sell for, and I'm going to go to the gift and special page. And this is a $54, including tax and shipping, that's on sale until midnight tonight for $42. And these are bestsellers. These are not something I'm just trying to sell you all. These will really, really help recover your hair health. And you save $14, and it expires at midnight tonight. Okay, enough about the special. I hope you order it. If you never tried any of my products, you'll know that you can use these products on everybody in your family because they're natural and organic. So it's nothing going to clog up your pores. They're hypochondromic. Did I say that right? I think I did. I kind of brain freeze, where it won't get pimples and things like that if you put it on your skin. It's not supposed to. Anybody can be allergic to a few ingredients, even if they're organic and even if they're natural. Okay? But I haven't had any complaints. So let me go back now. Okay, when everything I talked about the marigolds, grow the marigolds, they repel insects, they eat up non-beneficial nematodes that cause a fungus in your soil that you can't visibly see, but when you pull up the roots, you'll see knotted roots. And an indicator that you have this non-beneficial knotted root nematode is your fruit or vegetables will be malformed. Okay? But be careful. Be sure to spray your plants, your marigolds. Even though they repel most insects, they will, I repeat, they will attract or harbor whiteflies, just like ants farm aphids. Anywhere you see a lot of ants on your plants, check your plants for aphids, and there are thousands and thousands of species. I did a video and I haven't put it out yet. I don't even know if I left that part in or not. I'm editing it. I saw some little holes on my, I think I was going to do a voiceover because I didn't discover this until I washed the greens. I had little holes, but I couldn't find any worms. Aphids do not like water. Actually, they drown. It took me years to learn that if you have beans or okra or something, just spray a lot of water on it. Spray it all on the soil too, and it'll drown the aphids. I saw the aphids crawling up on the greens when I brought them in the house to wash them. I sprinkled them a little bit outside, but I did all the heavy washing in the kitchen sink, and there were green aphids, the same color of the greens. That was a species I had never seen. That's why I prefaced what I'm saying by saying there are thousands of species. The ones that I usually see in my food forest are dark brown or black. But these were green, and that's what was eating on the cabbage and the collards. Now, excuse my junk drawer, but I just want to share this with you. Here is one of my journals. Gardening journals. I write stuff down in my phone. I put stuff into Word documents on my computer. And I also handwrite stuff down in my garden journal. I'm just going to give you an example. Well, no, I better not show you this because it's not really good drawing. But I would even... This was July 5th last year. I transplanted my eggplant, some more bell peppers, hot peppers, and some more tomato plants. Collard green transplants. I started getting them ready in August through September for the fall. Okay? And then I document what I planted and the dates that I planted. You'll see the dates on the side of here if you could look up close. I don't know if you can see it. I think the ring light. The point I'm making is I went in here and I documented that I found green, almost the same color of green on the collards and the cabbage plants, and they were aphids and not cabbage worms. So you document stuff that you haven't seen before or you don't remember seeing it before. So it'll come to your mind again and you'll go back in your journal so that you'll know to do. I should have been doing more spraying. See, I didn't spray anything while I was doing all those trees and sending those orders out, Christmas rush. I didn't do any spraying in my yard, in my food forest, and I should have. Took out a few minutes and went out there and started spraying. And even if I would have just drowned them with water, the aphids, I would have gotten rid of them. and it wouldn't have got out of control. They're not bad. I'm just saying I missed it. So remind yourself by documenting things in your journal, whether it is on the hard drive, your PC or your phone, because I have, good notes in my phone as well. Because I don't take a journal out in the garden. If I don't have my phone with me, if I do have my phone with me, I'll document and then I'll come back. It just seems like when I write stuff down, I memorize it better. I've written 2 books, I told you guys that, and a lot of articles for national publications on hair care. And the one book was on hair care and the other book was on romance. Well, I had a professional editor to edit the romance novel. But when I would have the book signings and I would be reading passages, I would be reading them from muscle memory the way I wrote it and not the way the editor corrected my mistakes. So when you write stuff down, if this is one of the ways that you learn by doing something, you'll memorize it and you won't forget it. Okay, I just saw something else go up here. Something in green flashed on my screen. Yes, best yet. Five months in. Thank you. Eat your own club. Best yet. Thank you. Happy New Year to you and your family too. So keep documents and write this stuff down. Okay, so now I told you about the marigolds. I told you all to email me if you want some. I'll send you some of the seeds that I collected. And I want to tell you something else about marigolds. Marigolds are one of the seeds that in your garden. So I sprinkled some seeds in that bed that Bria and Brian helped me put us to sleep till March. There's marigolds gonna pop up there when those leaves been pushed back. Also, I've shown you in a lot of videos that you can take marigolds and you'll recognize how they look right away. See, I got a problem. I want you all to know I have these. You all see what these are? Labels or markers. I did all of these right here in the front for my fall and winter garden. I didn't even put them out. That's a shame, ain't it? One, I pretty much can tell what a plant is because I've grown it long enough. But I started, thanks to you guys sending me new seeds, I started some and I didn't know what they were until they put on the fruit. So I took these out of my grow room in the house and put them right here so I can remind myself to start labeling things because I'm bad at it, okay? So you'll just get mixed up. So Little Blessings Urban Garden ringing the bell for Best Yet. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I got a problem, Best Yet said. So every year, guys, try to get better and try to improve what you're doing. And I got this right here to remind me that I'm going to get better about labeling things. Because in my gratitude garden that I wish that I told you all about last night, I'm growing a lot of seeds that I've never grown before. So I may not recognize them. Oh, I know where I was going, about the marigolds. If you have a cluster of marigolds and they're only about that tall and they have 2 sets of leaves, you can take a little popsicle stick or a little pointed knife and prick them out, lay them to the side, prick some more out, and strategically place them anywhere you want them in your garden. They are not real fragile. For example, you can't do that with carrots and beets. You can't prick a lot of them out because they'll get finicky. But you can do it with the carrots and the beets, but you got to be real careful. Handle them with kid gloves. But marigolds, you can get a little rough with them, and they'll still keep growing. As long as you transplant them early. And I have dug up a whole big plant a whole big root ball, and they survive. So I'm encouraging everybody to grow some marigolds this year. Okay. Don't label a thing. Oh, I got a problem. Oh, that's what. But you sure do best yet, Lydia. I've seen you do that in your videos. Oh, child, I don't know what this is, but I'm like that too. I know it's a pepper, but I won't know what pepper it is until it start making. Okay. Larita Ray, somebody saying, oh, the sunflowers. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be planting next week. Would be after I plant my stevia this week, I'm going to be doing sunflowers, and then you guys know I collect, unless you're new to my channel, heirloom zinnias, and those will be the next things that I grow. But I'm really bad about labeling. Happy New Year, Lady Cheryl. Good to see you. Thank you, Larita Ray. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm looking around to see if I have anything I want to go over. I went over everything. It's question and answer time. Tell me what you want. Anybody have? Oh, no. No. I left out the last thing that I want to talk about. I'm sorry about that. Now is the time that you guys need to be thinking about what fruits or fruit trees you're going to be planting. So I want to talk about 10 of the easiest fruit trees. First one on the list, and it don't have to be trees, it can be bushes or vines too. Apple trees. Apple trees do best in the ground. I researched this, and I know it to be true. I'm growing 2 in containers and 1, 2, 3 in the ground. Last February, I lost 3. I lost my biggest Gala apple tree. They do better in the ground than they do in containers. But if you're going to do a container, do a big container. I have them in 2 40-gallon containers. But I'm going to have my landscaper to put them in the ground. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Apple trees, I recommend that you check out your zone. Go to those 3 sites that I mentioned to you last night, which was Isom's Nursery, Stark Brothers, and Almanac, Farmer's Almanac. I think it's just called almanac.com now. And put your zone in, and they'll tell you what grows good in your area. But I recommend, if you're going to get 1 fruit tree, apples are very easy to grow. The next thing I recommend that you try to grow, and is really good and easy, are blackberries. And you know right behind that is blueberries. If you're in the tropical area, zone 8 on up, lemons. But make sure, if you're in the area that it freezes, that you can bring that lemon tree or lime tree or satsuma, grapefruit, tangerine, that you can bring it into the house, into a garage, or into a greenhouse. Just make sure that you have that. I mentioned blueberries. Now, according to this source, they say the cherry trees are easy to grow. But let me tell you something that's tricky about cherry trees. I've had them for 3 years. I haven't gotten any fruit yet. And I killed a couple of them. Yes, I killed them because I found out that cherry trees do not like wet feet. Just like we have a drought period in North Texas, we also have a rainy period. So I had my cherry trees in the ground, and when they started dying and I dug them up, it was just sitting in a pool of water. So I called the company, I'll say it, Stark Brothers, and they told me they don't like wet feet or stone fruit, because I killed some peach trees too. I just say that so blasé, like it wasn't no big thing. But you get over it, okay? And you learn. And you journal. And so I learned from Stark Brothers that cherry trees, and stone fruit, especially peach, nectarine, those type of trees. Anything that has a stone fruit. Don't like wet feet, so I moved them all to elevated raised gardening beds made out of center blocks. And they're actually concrete blocks. They don't even manufacture center into the concrete blocks anymore. And I haven't had problems. So I'm thinking this year I may get some fruit. I know I got fruit off of the peach and the Sunglow nectarine, but I didn't. I lost the right pollinator to pollinate the cherry tree, so I have two Stellas that's going out there to pollinate the Windsor Sweet and what is the other one? Rainier. So I'm hoping to get fruit this year. Like I said, it flowered beautifully, but they didn't cross pollinate. Okay, so getting back to that list, cherries are easy to grow. Cherry trees. The next one I want to talk to you about is fig trees. They are easy to grow and easy to propagate. And the next one after that, elderberries. Easy to grow, easy to propagate, and easy to multiply. And here's one on the list that I'm just starting, gooseberries. They're kind of popular like blueberries, but they are not as hardy as blueberries, and they don't have a long shelf life. That's why you don't see it in like regular grocery stores. You will see it like at Trader Joe's or what's the whole paycheck place? Whole Foods, that type of thing. So I'm growing gooseberries for the first time. I don't know if I'm going to get any fruit. Another one they say is easy to grow, and I will say yes to this, but I don't like the taste of it. It's called ground cherries, and there are different types. I tried about 3 different types. My grandkids don't like it. No matter how I try to sweeten it up, they just didn't like it. I didn't like it, so I just stopped growing ground cherries. But they are very easy to grow, and then they will fall off and drop off when they're ripe. The next one they recommend is watermelons, whether that is a cantaloupe, honeydew, or regular watermelon. I don't have a lot of room anymore, so I don't grow watermelon. I haven't grown watermelon in, 2 years? But if I ever grow some again, I think I gave most of my seeds away. It'll be, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Sugar baby. They grow well for me in my limited space because I got all these fruit trees out here. And another good cantaloupe, and I've got videos on it that my grandkids love, is called Minnesota Midget. I'm naming these to you all in case you want to try some. Minnesota Midget cantaloupe and sugar baby watermelons grow very well for me in zone 8A. Raspberries are another good one. Strawberries are very easy to grow. And I think that's it that I wanted to cover tonight. So now, if you're thinking about growing some trees, if you live in zone 8 and above, now is the time to plant them. I know it sounds crazy because it's cold outside, but if you think you're going to get a real polar freeze, you can put them into a container and then move them to the ground in the spring. But I got mine, I think, September, October, my cherry trees. Okay. Yeah, Whole Foods, whole paycheck. Thank you. Auntia, hey now. Wishing everyone a happy and prosperous new year. I started the year with a happy new year mail call, and her video is there. Thank you. Take advantage of that. Link your video, girl, and I will check it out too. You must have been the one that emailed me that started the channel. I think that was Auntia. I don't really remember. But I'll tell you this. At this time, I want everybody that is, okay, Grandmama Grow said, G-Mama Grow said she's grown the Minnesota Midget. It is so sweet and so delicious. And it falls off too. You don't even have to worry about it. Is it curled up enough, all that. It falls off the vine. Lorraine T, what causes cuke to yellow? Cucumbers usually start turning yellow if they're overripe. But if it's small and over and it starts getting yellow, it may not have been pollinated properly, or it could be a calcium deficiency. So I would need a picture on that. The next time that happens to you, Lorraine T, you have my permission to email me. Now that doesn't mean that everybody have any questions, go ahead and email me. I'm not saying that. Try to figure it out first. But if I tell you specifically to email me, go ahead. Barb Brownie said I have a golden delicious apple, a pink lady, an Alberta peach, all in large containers since spring 2021. That's cool. I had an Alberta peach I got from Lowe's or Home Depot. I killed them. I put them in the ground and it was too wet. Shark Brothers got the pink lady apple in the end. They were out of it. They sent me an email, but I didn't want to buy any more apple trees. And I have about 3 golden delicious apple trees. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to go back and see if there are any questions. I saw something in caps. Cherie ordering figs tonight. I need lots added this year. These aphids are trying to get the best of me this year. Drown them, Miss Kia. Drown them with water. Auntie is asking, no, Happy Life is talking about the Dynamo label. I've seen that and I thought about doing that. And my daughter got everything and bless her heart won't let me have it. She said, I'm going to take it over. She got the Cricut and all this kind of stuff to do scrapbooking and ain't doing nothing with it. Well, since she got promoted to assistant principal, she doesn't have as much time. I have to really give her credit for that. Okay. And Chime Moss Farm has a Dorset Golden and an Anna apple. I have a couple of Annas too. And I have Crimson Crisp and Stark Brothers Signature Apple. I ordered paint markers from Amazon. They don't fade at all. Yankee Sister, I would love to see that. Email it to me. And because what I need is something that's not going to fade in the sun. Okay, Chime Moss Farm, what is your grow zone? Oh, Osnat Homesteader is telling her that. Somebody liked my picture. How do you get the lemon tree? Thank you. How do you get the lemon tree to produce after years of not producing? Lita. That'll be a lot of factors. I don't know. What kind of tree is it? What is your climate? They usually start blooming around now. Anywhere from December to February. And I will tell you this. If you overwater a lemon tree, they suffer. If you underwater it, the leaves will curl. So I gotta see what you're talking about. If you've had your tree for a couple of years, it should be producing. What type of lemon tree is it? Meyer lemon is a cross between an orange and a lemon. It's the easiest one to grow. I wanted a challenge, so I bought a Lisbon and an improved Meyer lemon. The improved Meyer lemon is blooming all over the place, and I just bought it in March of last year after everything died in February. Okay. I'm just looking for questions. What about pomegranate trees? What is the question about pomegranate trees? If you want to know my history with them, I lost mine. I had a monster of a tree. It's called a Utah Gold excuse me, guys. I have indigestion. I don't see a straw. I had a Utah Gold. It was a monster of a tree. Got it from Ison Brothers. It produced fruit after the 3rd year. It was a golden pomegranate with a rust color to it. And it died in the freeze. And so now Juicing with Jay sent me 3 cuttings that I'm rooting. It does not have to be grafted. They root very easy. They, you could propagate them by rooting them like fig trees and elderberry bushes. So I hope I answered your question. I'm not really sure. if that was everything. Oh, they call me Sunshine. She's been with us for a month. Wishing everyone a prosperous and happy new year and some abundant crops. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I see what Susie's saying. Yes, they're very easy to grow. They're very easy to grow. They're very easy to propagate, and they're not susceptible to a lot of disease. And a lot of insects leave them alone because of their tough exterior. Okay? Okay, so G Mama Grow says she has some types of citrus growing. Could be an orange, lemon, or a lime. Okay, good. You'll know when you have them. Yankee sister has 2 apple trees, 2 elderberry bushes, Meyer lemon, and rooting 3 fig cuttings. All right. You got it going on. I'm going to tell you guys, I was so apprehensive about rooting things and was buying stuff off of eBay all the time and rooting them and wouldn't even root my own. Okay, Barb Brownlee said, I put a lot of marigolds in my garden, in and around the raised beds and planters. They keep the rabbits out of my garden. They go to the neighbor's yard and munch. It works. It's a deterrent. They don't like the smell of it. And Antia says she spent good energy labeling everything and they all washed off. At least you didn't waste your time. Man, I labeled and didn't even put them out. We're almost there. 82 and watching. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. You all not hitting that thumbs up button? And somebody's welcome, Patricia Creighton. Thank you for being here. And Bess just said I don't label things. Yes, she talked about that. And Auntie said she labeled everything. By the end of June, she couldn't read nothing. I know it. It's hard. It's hard. But I know what to do. Because I got acrylic paint. And I can paint those things. I'm going to do better this year. I wrote it in my journal. I'm going to do better. Okay. All right. So, are there any questions? Come on, guys. Oh, I saw something with all cap. Little Blessings Garden said, share a little bit about your gratitude garden. Yes, I'm encouraging everybody. I started yesterday. Oh, guys, let me just stop and say, if you weren't here yesterday, or if you didn't catch the replay, I'm not going to be coming on Sunday at 2:30 anymore because I'll be going to class for the Master Herbalist certification. So, starting next week, I'll have a segment of Blessings from the Garden. I'll be bringing some stuff in that I grew from the garden or featuring somebody else. I'll just talk about them or highlight it. But this year, I'm asking everybody to please start a gratitude garden. And my gratitude, whatever you're grateful for, it could be whatever you want to do. But I want you to hashtag it. If you're a content creator, gratitude garden. Hashtag gratitude garden. But my whole garden this year is going to be consistent of seeds that people blessed me with or God blessed me with in order to collect them and save them. Or they're very old and I froze them and saved them. I started some trees from seeds that I bought in 2016 and 2017. And when they, gotta be positive, germinate, I'm gonna be sharing that with you all. So if you're grateful that you are in a position where you can grow something from seeds, I've seen a lot of mail calls, especially from people who got big packages from At Home with Cherie. She is the queen of the seeds. Show your gratitude by growing some of them and naming them Gratitude Garden. Hashtag Gratitude Garden. And then shout out those people that sent you those seeds in your video. You don't have to shout me out, even though the Lord put it on my heart for us to do this. But shout them out that sent you the seeds. Okay? And that's what I did yesterday. Watch the replay and you'll see. And then another thing that I'm going to do is, and I want everybody to do it right now. Everybody in the groups, please put your YouTube channels up right now because I don't want to forget. And then after that, actually, if you're a moderator, you all can put them all together. Lorraine T said Yankee sister is in her home state. This is what we're doing here, guys. We're developing friendships. And who is that? Auntie said at home with Cherie is the seed fairy. Yeah, because she's been blessing people. I've learned about, let me put it this way. I'm growing some stuff I know I probably would never even try to grow if it wasn't for her. Okay? Hey, Siobhan, thank you for being here. Hey, Stacy from Hands in the Dirt. Hey, Erica Taylor, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Broad Brownlee. So everybody, put your channels up, moderators, and if you're in any of the group clubs, any of the perk clubs, can someone put my channel up? I don't know it yet. Yankee Sister? Let me see if I can find you. Is it called Yankee Sister? We got to know your channel name. If you email me Yankee Sister, it's coming up. I'll put it in the comments after this email is over. After this email is over, I'll look you up. If I forget, you need to remind me. Did anybody order my special? The special? What? Are you all kidding me? I took a nap so that I could be up late to work on the specials. Nobody ordering the special? What? What are your zones? Is that a question or you want to know everybody's zone? Is somebody taking over my life telling people to put their zones in? What? We got two guest hosts here. It's fine, guys. Put your zones up. I'm in 8A. Everybody know that. North Texas. Oh, it's under Twinston. Okay, let me see if I can find you, babe. I'm looking for you, Yankee Sister. Twinston. Twinston. Twinston what? I don't see it. Is it Yankee Sister Twinston? And is Growing with Hudson still here? Would she put up Miss Allen's for me? Okay, I like how Auntia got hers. Yankee Sister at Yankee Sister. I can't find her either, Growing with Hudson. Please put Miss Helen's up, Miss Growing with Hudson. That's okay, Yankee Sister. Once you get it. Oh, you did, Growing with Hudson. Thank you. Yeah. V Solo says she can't wait for spring to sprung. I know, I'm like that too. Let me tell you all this though. It is currently 42 degrees outside. It's going to get down to 30 tonight. And it's 55 degrees in my greenhouse with my two small heaters. Last night, it got down to 20, and it stayed, the highest was 47. But I put 2 kerosene lanterns on and 2 candles and the 2 small heaters because it got down a little bit colder. So I feel confident that I can keep it above freezing. But if we get a polar freeze, the kerosene heater will go out to the greenhouse. Okay, Growing with Hudson, Yankee Sister. Her link was put up 3 times. Growing Hudson said 4 times. 4 times for who? Okay, if the Egyptian seeds are still sprouting, I know your seeds will. Very good, Susie. You're right. Antia says she found Yankee Sister. And Dale says she put up Yankee Sister. And Cherie put up Yankee Sister. So let me go back up. And let me find Yankee Sister so that I can ping it. And what? Little Debbie. Little Debbie. Little Blessings Urban Love Miss Debbie. I'm subscribed to you. All right. Now, let me find Yankee Sister. Oh, okay. Yankee Sister, you don't have your comments turned on. I saw your video on the 19th of this month. I saw that. Just a little walk in my 6A winter garden. I saw that. I couldn't comment because you have your comments turned off. If you need any help with that, email me and I'll show you how to do it. I've seen this video. You have 28 views on it. Yeah, I saw this. Very good. I remember your bungee cords. I remember all of that. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we covered everything. If there are not any more questions. Yankee Sister's going to email me. Yeah, Erica Teller is telling you your comments are turned off too. Okay, we'll get you straightened out. And I'll also show you how, I'm not all that tech savvy, but I know a little bit. I'll show you how you can get your own URL and you can copy it somewhere in your phone or on your PC and you'll know to put it up every week. Okay, she says I have a few others I will email you. Okay, cool. They call me Sunshine. I hope I shared my channel right. Hey Siobhan, let me see if they call me Sunshine if your channel is right up on there. Let me just tell you this. Go to YouTube Studio, or go to YouTube and click on my channel. There's a button across the top where you can click on to get your URL. It's a shortened YouTube link. And Andale put hers up. Yeah, a lot of y'all put hers up. Good. At home with Cherie, go over and like and subscribe. That will motivate me to put up a video. Right. I already subscribed to you, Debbie. Little Blessings Urban Love Miss Debbie. Okay, cool. They call me Sunshine. I don't see your channel. Well, that will be your assignment for next week, because I remember I won't be here Sunday. And I'll put on a community post tomorrow afternoon the classes. It's 24 degrees here in Boston. I'm planning mode now and waiting for my catalogs to come in. Miss Debbie, I don't think she got a video up. I think she just got her channel started, Cherie. Let me go check out Miss Debbie again. Because I subscribed to you. I don't think there was a... Oh, somebody, Miss Ellen, said it is 27 in Connecticut. It feels like 15. And who else is that? Viola Graham. Is she here tonight? Is Viola Graham here? Hey, the girlie, good to see you. Is Viola Graham here? Because it's my granny's backyard. Oh, Cherie says she told me to like and subscribe. You just subscribe, and she'll see how many subscribers she has. There are a lot of people that have people subscribe to their channels but have no content. Little Blessings Urban Love. I like that. My Granny's Garden. Yeah, that is Viola Graham. I don't think she's here. Don't worry about it if she's not here, guys. They have to be present. Okay, I think I've got everybody up. I think I got everybody posted up. I told you about the special. You emailing me if you want some Marigold Seeds. They're a little weird seed. They look like a little broom, a little black stem with a little twig at the bottom. And you just lay them down horizontal and they'll pop up. Easy to grow. Okay. So if there aren't any more questions, I'm going to call it a good night for everybody. Yankee Sister, I think, has one video up. Okay. Am I missing anybody at home with Cherie said she saw her here? She must have... Oh, Viola Graham is here. Did she put up her channel? My Granny's Garden. Put your link up, Miss Viola. I want everybody to check out. Anybody in the Perks Club? 16 degrees. Brr. Barb Brownlee. Wow. Anybody that's a moderator, put your channels up. Oh, she said she did. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. It goes by so fast sometimes, Viola, we can't see it. Wonderful. Good night, Lorraine T. See you all soon. Debbie says she got videos coming. I'm looking forward to that, Debbie. I know for a fact, by your response when we had the Facebook group, you're going to do very well with your YouTube channels, and you have a lot of knowledge that you need to be passing on, young lady. So I'm very, very appreciative of that. That's a blessing. Hey, my tiny garden. I think you're here in Texas, Plano. Thank you. You're a little bit late, but you can catch the replay. And leave a comment at the end of this video after it is published. Okay? Good night, everybody. God bless you. You know that I love you and God loves you too. I'll see you back Monday night. Seeds, if you want some, and you're in my group, my Perks groups, any one of them, send me a line. Lady Cheryl's Natural Products at gmail.com. I'll send your seeds Wednesday. If I owe anybody anything, comfrey, I think I told you I'll contact me before Sunday because I think I took care of everybody except the Golden Girls. I think I got everybody. Okay? All right. God bless you. Stay warm. Stay safe, everybody.